This podcast is brought to you by the couchcommentators.shop. Help support the channel by purchasing your Couch Commentators merchandise using the link below.
Welcome back to the Couch Commentators podcast, the fastest growing podcast in the nation, and some may say the world. Today I have Brandon, James and Dan as well by my side as usual. Gentlemen, how are we? James, mate, how was your weekend?
Yeah, pretty good. Parramatta actually got a little bit away from the top of the upside down ladder this week. It was a bit odd.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough for you, mate, not being down at the pointy end of the upside down ladder. That's rough. Dan, mate?
Yeah, I had a really quiet weekend. I didn't watch much football. I got tuned in here and there, but, you know, I'm getting back to my roots of last year, not watching any football at all, you know?
Yeah, that's great stuff. So what sports did you watch over the weekend?
Beach volleyball, some
sick. So for some great analysis from sporting guru Dan, just buckle in for this podcast. As for me, yeah, I did watch a little bit of football. Look, I'm sure we're going to get into a specific game, but look, over the weekend we did have a couple beers. Wouldn't be unlike me and James to have a couple beers. There was some funny stories. One of Matty C. I don't know if it'll come up later, so I'll bring it up now. We went to the Grego. He hates VB. So he said that to Lucas as Lucas was at the bar. Don't buy me a VB. Don't buy me a VB. And,
Give me anything but a VB.
Yeah, anything but a VB. Then he goes to the bathroom. Lucas comes back with a Japanese lager in quotation marks. Tells Matt it's a Japanese lager. And he believed it for like a good probably 2 hours that this was a Japanese lager. Lucas asked him, "Oh, how was it, mate? Is it good? Is it good?" Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. So he's having a VB. Supposed Japanese lager. He only got probably about like a quarter through it, and then Josh accidentally knocked it over. Which was unfortunate because I really wanted to see him struggle through it. Like before then, he was probably going a beer every 20 minutes, I'd say. And for that beer, it took him about an hour to get through a quarter of it.
He didn't like it whatsoever.
Not at all, but he was going, yeah, it's good. It was so funny. Lucas messages me on while we're at the table, he goes, "I fucking got him a VB, like the cunt." And then I'm just fucking cracking up, like trying to hold it in and not tell him. Yeah, it was probably like 2 hours later. We're like, "Oh, mate, did you notice it was a VB?" He's like, "Oh, fuck you, So, yeah, Japanese lagers, get onto them. Hilarious. They're good stuff, mate. They're good stuff. Okay, now, accountability, gentlemen. This week, I'm sad to say that we fucking suck.
Yep.
Again. Just, I want better out of you next week, gentlemen, or this week coming. We need to do better. I was really close on my multi. It was just, if you flipped the teams around, I would have had it right. So I had Dom Young, Kyle Lero to score. Both happened. I had Sharks 13 plus. It was Roosters 13 plus. I was close, guys. I think
I only got Kyle Lero on mine.
Your free leg multi.
I was fucking nowhere near it.
Yeah, James's horse was big odds, so it was asking for something to happen, hoping more for a place, I'd say.
Yeah, that was the talk on the table each way bet, boys, and
yeah,
I think it ran like fifth or something.
Well, you could have been Lucas back a favourite and it loses as well. So, look, as we say every week, we promise you better. Look, I promise you'll win. We'll promise that we'll do better. Okay.
Maybe I'll get 2 legs up on a multi this week.
That could be it. I can't do a Sharks multi this week because Sharks are not playing. But
I can't do a Dragons multi because they're playing Friday night.
Damn. Get in early.
Yeah, Parramatta just always has the early games. So, my favourite bet of the week, I got on it as a civilian. It was just Para 13 plus, paying $7, like 30 something.
Yeah, it was a smart bet.
Yeah,
I had Dolphins win, Herbie Farnworth score. That was at the start of the week as well. $5.50. Take that. But yeah, make sure to gamble with your head not over it, guys. And 1-800-858-858. Lockie Galvin, guys. It's been in the news all week. And so much that it's just its own segment of this podcast is Lockie Galvin. The situation at the moment is it's all roads are leading
it's
to
hotting
Rome.
up.
It's hotting up.
Look,
It's,
apparently he's already at Rome.
yeah, it's all leading to Rome and the Emperor of Rome, Gus Gould. Look, there's been chats that he has actually told his team that he's going to Bulldogs. There hasn't been any official signing yet, although today Reid Marnie has been told, we've given you permission, mate. If you want to go elsewhere, go have a look.
Sexton as well at the end of the year.
All roads are leading
To Rome.
to Rome.
Wouldn't it be funny if he's just like trolling his teammates and like, oh yeah, I'm going to Bulldogs. I'm going
Yeah.
to Bulldogs. Signs at fucking North Queensland or something.
Well, James, I mean, you were a part of this. You could have been getting Galvin, like
Yeah.
Parramatta. So as a Para fan, are you happy to see him go to Bulldogs? Or yeah,
Yeah, look, as I said before, like, I would have been quietly happy to have him, but at the same time, the drama and the potential for more drama in another 3 years when he comes off contract again, I'm glad to not have to deal with that and have that hang over Para's head. I'm surprised by the move by the Bulldogs. I guess Gus really just loves this kid that much, which is a
Yeah.
bit worrisome.
Yeah,
He's been courting him on live television for 6 months now.
That's what
But we haven't had any conversations with
Yeah.
him. We haven't talked
we're
to him
not
at all.
we're not gonna buy him.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't want to.
We don't want Galvin.
Yeah. And then all roads are leading to
To
Rome.
That sounds like a good name for a podcast episode.
I think we
Think
might be
we've
onto
used that.
something here.
I think we may have used that.
I don't think so.
Nah, we haven't used all roads lead to Rome.
What's another Roman quote, James, that we could use? It wasn't built in a day, brother.
Yeah, it wasn't built in a day.
But the Bulldogs will be when Galvin gets there. Look, I think Gus, conflict of interest. I've been hearing whispers that he should step back from media. He shouldn't be a general manager or even one step back from one of the two. 'Cause
Yeah.
it is a bit fucked that he can like be whispering into Galvin's ear through public television.
Yeah.
Hey mate, I think you're going really good. You're a great player.
You're the
we'll be
greatest
really
talent I've ever seen.
Yeah. And then be like, yeah, but we don't want him. We haven't been negotiating with him. I'm not negotiating, but you're the best. You're better than Joey Johns.
Brad Fittler,
Brad Fittler.
Brandy, players that Gus Gould had stuff to do with that were in Origin before they were they turned 20.
Look, Gus, you may want to lead to Rome. Look,
The Roman
I
Empire.
want something, if whether it be all roads lead to Rome, and I want you to Photoshop or AI a photo of Gus Gould as Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar, and then Galvin walking down a road
To meet him.
to meet him to the Bulldogs Center of Excellence. Look, do I think it's a good pickup for the Bulldogs? Probably not. I think it's gonna. I think it's gonna fuck with their season more than they think it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Imagine you're Toby Sexton. You've led your team to Rome and also for the first place, right? Now there's this kid, like 18, 19 years old. He's going to come over to your club and literally just take your position.
We've seen Burden try to play halfback. There's talks about him, like Burden, getting pushed to like fullback or centre.
Fullback, centre. It's
Matt
just,
Burton is a
I
centre.
just don't see it fucking working. Like,
Yeah.
and then okay, first they got to get the cohesion down pack and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to take them a season before they even like
Yeah.
combinations are good, let alone like
And then you have stuff like Reid Marnie getting told he can leave and stuff like that. That's just disgruntled.
like-
oh yeah.
Like,
Imagine
there's been talk about how Parramatta fucked off Galvin
Yeah.
when he was young. This is the second time Bulldogs are fucking off Reid Marnie.
yeah. Yeah. I don't know how this could go well for him, honestly.
Look,
Yeah.
in 10 years' time, he could have won a free comps and you go, oh, yeah, it was a pretty good move. But
But he could also be playing lock because he's like 18 years old,
Yeah.
6 foot fucking whatever. He's pretty scrawny, so he's probably going to fill out.
Yeah.
But look, hats off to him. Good luck with him. I don't know if you're going to be winning any comps. I don't know how Crichton and Kickar would feel.
Well, that's
as
the
well.
other thing.
Like,
I'm hearing like Crichton maybe to fullback because when they originally signed him, that was the idea. Like, just all fucking.
But all the like Penrith boys are still like mates together. So
Yeah.
I can only assume Jerome Luai is saying
Yeah.
this kid's a bit
Dickhead.
up himself. But like,
like Critter and Jerome Luai are pretty good mates.
Yeah.
So
but I don't know. Look, hats off to Lockie. Just go chase that bread, mate, and you could be on the next list of like players that didn't do fuck all when getting $1 million.
he could be the next Ash Taylor.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Lockie Galvin wrapped up. I'm sure
We'll never have to talk about him or dramas around his contracts ever again.
I'm sure he's going to have a great career. He's going to play New South Wales, Australia. Lock him in.
He's going to be better than Nathan Cleary.
Yeah.
There is one thing I want to add with Gus Gould, and there might be conflict of interest in what I'm about to say. Is why would you listen to Gus Gould on any TV show now or podcast? He's proven so many times that he's
a liar. Yeah.
absolute lying is through his fucking grin.
Yeah.
Like, so you're not getting the scoop
Yeah.
that he makes it out that you are.
Poor Trent Barrett.
Yeah.
So anything that Gus Gould says, just go the polar opposite
No, just
and
come
put that into the media.
spend your time listening to the couch commentators because we'll tell you how it is.
We tell you the gold hard truth.
And you know what's funny? They're saying that if he does go to the Bulldogs, he could be playing by next weekend. Like, not this weekend coming, but weekend
Yeah.
after, like the long weekend.
Look, I don't mind it for last year Fanny might be getting the starting position, which is a cheapie.
Yeah.
My fantasy team needs some cash out options. But yeah, look, if he goes there, I think it'll honestly, they could drop out the 4 and like their first place at the moment. This could be detrimental to their
Well,
season.
are they second now because Warriors won and they lost?
No, Warriors lost.
Oh, no, Raiders won. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry.
Jeez,
Well,
but he
that's
didn't
still
watch any
Nico.
football. I mean, like, this guy. I'm surprised you even knew Galvin was out. Galv out.
Look, I have been paying attention to Facebook and kind of looking at the chat, but
Kind of here and there.
kind of.
Now we move off of Galvin. We get into the week of rugby league, and we go into who impressed us, gentlemen. I'll go to James first, mate. Who impressed you? A lot of upsets.
Yeah.
A lot of upsets. All upsets, actually.
I sort of missed some of the football on Saturday, Sunday. So I'm actually just I didn't say it last week. I'm going to go to my boys, Parramatta, this week. Mainly because we were up against a much better attack than Newcastle. Our defense looked rock solid. Like it was 16-10 at half time. They didn't score a try in the second half. We're looking fitter. We're working for each other in the inside shoulder.
Dylan Walker looked fucking good.
Mate, he's looked outstanding.
The
Those
Saints did this without Mitchell Moses as well.
and Lomax, like they've
Yeah.
been our two best players whenever they have played.
Dino Hawkins with a fucking 4 try
Mate,
assists.
footy Dean.
Footy Dean.
Didn't I tell you last week that Dean Hawkins will be good?
Yeah.
Maybe he gets rugby league.
I
This guy.
I think when Matthew Caswell,
Nico, you were right over there,
yeah,
mate?
that's the shark slide.
Horrible.
But I think Matt may have put a listener question in last week or something about how I felt about Parramatta's chances against Manly.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
And I said, I will be right.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you said you were a bit scared of Turbo.
Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, I think it was our best performance so far, and
Definitely.
that's 2 weeks in a row with a 20-point win. It's
Losing outside back early as well.
yeah,
Tough. Poor Joe Ash had to fill in. And
Yeah.
he did well.
scored a try, eh?
Originally,
yeah,
like,
scored a try and
scored a try.
debut.
Yeah.
Originally, they were like peppering down his side, but then he
In the
started
second
to
half,
get-
they had
yeah.
it fixed up a bit more.
Yeah.
And,
better at defense.
but look, not going to say, oh, we're back, we're going to make the 8, but you can see promising signs
There's
of
still
Ross
hope.
coaching.
But he has brought his grand final ticket.
and we're 2 points off the 8, so
Yeah.
we may as well be there.
May as well be at the top of the real ladder. That's stuff you don't hear. Dan, mate, who impressed you?
Look, I know I said I didn't watch much football, but I'll go with the Dolphins beating the top of the table Doggies.
Mm.
To put 44 points on Doggies, like, I know they were missing their captain. And, who else were they missing?
Lockie Galvin.
They were missing King as well.
Yeah.
But, like, those are just 2 players. Like, you still got basically your whole spine.
Yeah.
So you should be able to still win games, but obviously that's just how much Critter means to that team.
Yeah, he is a leader of example. That
Yeah,
guy, like
yeah.
a good
And-
defensive.
And like Dolphins were missing a few players as well. Like they had no Hammer.
Mm.
So
But so the last couple of weeks, and we've talked about it in depth about the Bulldogs' comebacks and the lack of comeback against the Broncos as well. The player that was lifting him up at halftime was Critter.
Yeah.
He wasn't there. I do want to say, like
Kurt Mann also wasn't there.
Kurt Mann as well.
Yeah.
But so they lost the game to the Broncos in the pissing down rain as well.
Mm.
So they're not mud dogs.
I love the Dolphins did a post like of the score, left them with that wet dog smell. Yeah, look, it was tough for them. 44 points, so close to that 50. Would have
Mate,
loved to see that.
would have loved
Really
that.
love to see that.
What happens when a team gets 50 put on them? James, do you mind
yeah,
telling
I
me?
was gonna say, ask James.
No, it's a statistic that no team has ever won the comp.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
It's not. There's no. As I said earlier in this season, there is nowhere in the rule book that says this that you can't win the comp anymore.
Okay, now
Brandon?
who impressed me? Who impressed me?
Yeah.
Look, gentlemen, I got 3 out of 5 tips right this week, so that was impressive in myself in an upset round. I know a lot of people got 0 from 5, which is quite funny.
I haven't
But,
even looked at my tips for the last like 6 weeks.
And the 2 teams that I got wrong was Manly
I told you.
and Cronulla.
Even before the game, I said,
Knights? I suppose without all their origin stars.
Yeah.
even before the game, I said to Brandon, Parramatta 13 plus were still here, and he didn't listen.
Just didn't listen.
Yeah, I did not have confidence in that. But yeah, look, I'll have to go to out of the 2 games that it was Parramatta was so impressive. No, I'll go Roosters. They impressed me. The young kids on the block, their forward pack was full of like maybe a handful of gamers, like barely any games in rugby league, NRL, that is. But to get 42-16, yes, they had a lot of stuff go their way. We'll get into that in a couple seconds as well.
You'll get into that when you get to who let you down.
Let me down.
I'm disappointed I don't have an opinion of this game because I was
Yeah.
too drunk not watching it. Just watching Brandon cry at the table alone.
Tupou he fucking rewound the clock, mate. He got 2 tries over Marini Hiroti, just fucking dunking on him. Yeah, it was good stuff for them. And I'm just gonna roll into who let me down.
No, I just want to bring
Okay.
up something that you wrote in the chat.
Yeah,
If we lose to this forward pack,
yeah.
what was the next thing you said?
I said pack it up and fold the club, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I knew it was going to come back to bite me. That's why I do it. I do it to like, haha, funny. I'm a funny guy. So I should have a podcast. Yes. Okay. Who let me down, gentlemen? Cronulla Sharks let me down. I know. You don't
No
get
way.
that too often, to be honest, because most of the time there's excuses. And there is still excuses. The first half being that it was like 4-1 penalty count, 80% possession in the first 20 minutes to the Roosters. And then, like, as I said, Tupou dunked on Marini Hiroti twice in that 20-minute period. Like, they got out to, like, 20 points. I think it was, like, 20-6 in the first half. And when it gets to that, it was just... We don't really come back too often, the Sharks. So it was never really going to come back from that. And then there was another 2 tries off kicks in the second half as well. Again, Marini Hiroti getting dunked on by Tupou, but he bats it back. And then I think it goes out wide to Mark, maybe? Or Don.
Marky Mark?
Yeah. Look, it was tough to see. Knock-ons were fucking just through the roof. Like, I'm sure the errors would have to be in the 20s. Like, it was bad, but then it was compiled on by the ref just fucking giving him everything. Even the video ref was against this. Like, a try got disallowed where they said he was obstructed, but the bloke still got around the guy and got to the player and then fell off the tackle. So he was obstructed, but he still missed the tackle, which I was like, okay, whatever. And then later, a captain's challenge that Tedesco gets off with where he just fucking fists the ball out. Wasn't a rake. I don't know. We were against it. but we're also shit. So it was unfortunate that our buys this week. If the buy happened to be last week, hear me out. We've just beat Melbourne. Have a buy, come back, bigger, better than ever. Instead, we had to go 13 rounds until we had a buy. Am I complaining about the buys? Yes, I am. Is this an excuse? Yes. So actually, they didn't let me down. I'm impressed by how good we've been for 12 weeks. Okay, James, who let you down?
Who let me down? So I talked about my astute betting of Parramatta, but I also, and I said this privately to Brandon, I think on the Thursday morning or something like that, that Newcastle are a big chance of beating Panthers and like turning it around in a week.
He actually said Dylan Lucas hat trick, and I was
Yeah.
You're like, James, you're fucking.
You're crazy.
Are you high?
Yeah.
But I was hot on Newcastle and thought that they could beat them 13 plus, similar to Para did the night before. But I got cute with my bet and added a blaze to Luggy. What the fuck was I doing?
Too cute. Too cute.
But yeah, Penrith. I know they're missing obviously a lot of players, and they're already shit, which is why I thought Newcastle were a red hot chance here.
Now they're at the top of the upside down ladder as well.
Yeah. But
Yeah, right.
I just want to keep poking Penrith at the bottom of the ladder and keep kicking them because it's so good to see.
4 long years we've waited for this.
Yeah.
And have you noticed Aiden's gone quiet as well?
Yeah,
There hasn't been any speak by.
Where's the future immortal talk?
Yeah, future immortal.
Be quite a little bit because Parramatta does have to play him this week, so I don't want to.
Yeah, he's going to pipe up. Dan, mate, who let you down?
Look, myself.
Oh, yeah.
As I said, I didn't watch much rugby league this week. So I let myself down with
And the podcast. You've let the podcast
And I've let the
and
podcast.
the fans. Look down the barrel of the camera and tell them you've let them down.
I'm sorry, fans. I let you guys down. I didn't watch much football this week. I will be better.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I just,
Look, the first step is like admitting it, you know. And yeah, it's good to know. I was also just thinking, like, while I was just fucking going on about sharks, my brain was going elsewhere, and I'm like, do you reckon we could have like a 10-hour episode of just Brandon talking about the sharks from the 114 episodes? I think that's.
I reckon we could go like 20 hours, honestly.
Yeah, okay, so, if you want that, we can edit that for you. Sharks
You're
fans.
editing that.
It'd be great. Okay, now in the rugby league world, did we guys see the Reece Walsh knockout? What was it, a knockout? Look, he's injured. He's not playing footy. He's obviously having a fucking couple beers with the boys. And for some reason, he's got a boxing glove on.
At first, he decided to punch his mate in the stomach.
Yeah.
And then he decides to punch him in the head.
Then the bloke's probably like, oh, yeah, I could take a shot to the head. Little did he know he's going to the fucking temple.
Oh, I think there was a bet or something.
Yeah, it had to be.
It was quite stupid. I know it's just boys being boys. He's like, what? How old is he? 21?
22 or
22,
something. Man,
like-
I think he's got to be like, 22,
we've done
23
so
by now.
much more stupid
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
Some of our mates have jumped off ladders onto fucking people. Like,
Swanton bomb.
Mate, we had cage matches in a dog cage once in the lounge room.
yeah. I would pay to see that.
There's literally been fucking golf balls hit out of people's assholes in
This is
your
true.
guy's old house.
This is true. Look, is he held to a higher echelons because he's an NRL player? Yes. Should he probably not have posted it to his TikTok page? Yes.
But will we let boys be boys?
Boys will be boys.
Yes.
And like people need to calm down with like, oh, role model. He's a fuck. If that's the role model,
Yeah,
that's your problem. If you're choosing
I'm
him
not-
as a role model.
What hill are
I'm
we
not
standing
looking-
on here?
Yeah.
I'm not looking up to a 23-year-old man. I'm looking up to someone that's like fucking like.
What hill are we standing on? You got Ezra Babb, what he did, Reece Walsh, and then you have above them both Martin Tapau.
Marty Tapau, let's go.
Tapu, sorry, mate.
Tapu.
How dare he?
How dare
How
he?
dare he like a post on Instagram?
You dog. Other stuff that has come across my desk. Terrell May apologises for what he
Earl
did.
Davis, mate.
Terrell Davis, mate. Probably apologises on one of his vlogs.
I couldn't be bothered listening, like watching it yesterday, but he was on the Matty John show.
Yeah, I did see that. I think a question comes up later about
I
that.
say so. I did say that question, but I will say this: Hindy called him the bag man.
The bag,
Oh,
man.
because he's got it.
Because it was weird. And then everyone just looks at Hindy like shaking their head and shit.
The bag man.
He's the bag man.
Look, did he have to apologise? Again, the media just fucking like beat on him.
Oh, look, he sort of did for what he had to say,
to
but
squash the beef
yeah.
with the selectors.
But,
I
like,
guess he had to. Brandy was fucking hating the guy.
In the clip, like the media brought it out to be so much worse than what
Yeah.
it was. Like it was just him having a little joke. Like
Came into like a 3-hour stream where you just
Yeah.
say random shit.
yeah, like
yeah, he was passionate, angry.
whether it was a joke or not, but like he's just a bloke sitting there playing Call of Duty,
Yeah.
having a
But
good time.
When I was listening to other stuff and I brought up, like, you're someone like Laurie Daly or Brandy that's wore the jersey, led for your state,
Yeah,
like, you're so passionate behind it. Just that someone just saying to put a blue jersey in the bin, it's going to rub you the wrong way.
100%.
Definitely when you're selecting. So,
'Cause funnily enough, I haven't played State of Origin,
look,
so I don't know the exact passion. I'm very passionate as a fan, but
look, we've gone close in
Yeah.
Mighty Ducks games.
Yeah.
Very, very similar. Look, I think it was a good move. But yeah, will he get into the team next time? I don't know. Max King might have a fucking blinder
With his Bibles
with
and
his Bibles, mate. If God's what we need to win this series, I'll find.
he's picked a role model.
Yeah. Good role model. Okay, now Dally M's. James has informed me the Dally M's are going behind closed doors, but before that, the top of the leaderboard, it is Metcalf back-to-back weeks up the top. I think he's on 31. Then you still got Will Kennedy underneath him, and then maybe Tedesco or May there. So
Yeah.
it's hotting up in the Dally M's and going behind closed doors. Who do we think, if we're to put money on, who's going to get the Dally M winner from here, guys? James?
Tedesco's just a safe bet, isn't he?
Yeah,
Like,
if he's not playing Origin.
yeah. Although Lukey Metcalf's not playing Origin either, so
Does
but
Warriors continue to have this purple
Yeah.
patch?
yeah.
or does Will Kennedy pull it out of his ass and start playing like a Greek god again?
Does Nico Hines come from behind and fucking find the lines and
Does Clint Gutherson come from nowhere?
Moses goes on a run.
Yuz wins
Possible.
14 games straight.
Yeah.
Make the 8, win the grand final.
He only plays 4 of them though.
Yeah.
It's all footy, Dean.
Tommy Turbo winds back the clock? I'll lock in Will Kennedy for myself just because, Sharks go up the Sharks.
I'm gonna go Lukey.
Lukey? Okay, lock it in. See how we go. Tell us, fucking remind us when the Dally M's come around, guys. Okay, next, this one's a sad one for you. Sad one for rugby league fans. Tom Eisenhuth retires. He was going well last year, and
mate.
obviously the body's just not holding up.
He was one of our best forwards last year. Like him at lock last year he was eating meters, fucking making tackles.
Had some good years at Melbourne as well.
Yeah, good. And then fucking this year, I think there was one game where I think he left at half time during New South Wales Cup. Had to go get scans or something. And yeah, I think there was too much head knocks and all that.
Look, we wish you a great life, great career you've had. So,
Thank you, Tommy.
Thank you, Tom. Now, gentlemen, State of Origin, baby.
It's time, baby.
Tonight,
State versus state.
as you've already listened to this podcast, it's on right now. You're watching the State of Origin now. We're going to go through our man of the match, our first try scorer, and our final scores that we think will happen. James, man of the match.
Now, I'm going to go a little bit of a curly one. Like, obviously, your Moseses and your Clearys are your main picks. I'm going Latrell Mitchell.
Kelly, I was thinking.
I think
Isn't he bald now?
I think there's a good chance that this game has not the same intensity, but like it'll flow on from last series. It's back to back games at Suncorp. They've like got embarrassed there last year. I think it's going to take a game breaker, and Latrell's the best one on the field.
And we're going to fucking embarrass him again.
Yeah.
Fucking dirty Maroons.
Fuck is. Dan, man of the match.
Oh, I'll go. Oof. I reckon Payne Haas has.
He goes Caleb Ponga for man of the match.
I reckon Payne Haas has a blinder.
Payne Haas, yeah.
It'd be big, but big if true.
Score a try from forward, maybe.
Yeah.
Big meters. I'm going to go a guy who's been questioned a lot, and I think he's going to come out and silence the fucking haters. Dylan Edwards.
I thought you were going to say the last man.
Nah, because I think both Moses and Cleary will need to link up with Edwards to have a bit of try assist. Like, obviously, kicking tries is Moses' fucking go-to. But I think,
I think there's going to be someone on the wing that he's going to kick to.
Yeah. Someone that
Brian Toto, no aerial threat. But yeah, I think Dylan Edwards, man of the match. Now, first try scorers, James, mate.
First try scorer. I'll just go Latrell. I reckon he could score a double.
Okay.
One early, one late.
Dan?
Look, there is one obvious answer, but I'm not going to go it because I don't reckon he scores first.
Yeah.
And you know who I'm talking about. Zach Lomax, but anyway, I'm not going in. I reckon Gussie. Angus Crichton.
He's been people have doubted him for his spot. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out with a bit of a bee in his bonnet.
Yeah, I'd back Angus Crichton.
Who will I back? I might just go someone simple like a Brian Toto. Just slings it to the left. Moses' side, I'd say he's on the left side. I haven't got that confirmed yet, but I believe so. Slings it left. Dylan Edwards bats it on. Latrell then catches it, draws in 3 people, and then passes to Toto.
So Toto is paying $9. Trell Mitt is paying $10. And Angus Crichton is paying 26.
26. That's healthy.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Final scores. New South Wales, how much, James?
New South Wales 22. Queensland 10.
22-10. Okay, Dan.
New South Wales 36. Queensland 12.
12. Okay. I'll go New South Wales 16 to Queensland 12. And 12. And look, do we think there'll be a sin bin? I reckon there was going to be one, or maybe a send off.
There's no Suoliti to.
I wouldn't mind one of their
to
blokes
capitate.
getting sent to start the game. That would be nice.
Maybe Toya.
Yeah.
He
In his first game.
tries to be like a fucking big man over Latrell and then goes too high. Boom.
Youngster from the Roosters, picked when he probably shouldn't be. All adds up.
All roads are leading to Rome.
How do we get back to here?
How do we get back to Rome? Look, as we're speaking now, hopefully we've won. And I'm just going to fucking look down the barrel. Fuck yeah. New South
Fuck you,
Wales,
Queensland.
13 plus.
6-0. Fuck
6-0,
off.
Fuck off.
Fuck off. Beautiful stuff, gentlemen. Okay. Eye catchers now. And Dan, I believe you have one in the WWE world.
Yeah, so on Saturday night's main event happened.
Okay.
A bit weird.
He watched sport, guys. WWE.
I didn't actually watch it.
Fuck yeah.
I seen the videos on TikTok.
Continue. I'm still fucking disappointed.
Of course, Brendan. Why would he watch sport?
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, Saturday night's main event happened on Sunday, which is a bit weird because, time zones. And it was R-Truth versus John Cena, as I've said in the past.
Yep.
R-Truth came out dressed as John Cena, faced John Cena, and his music. Came out to his entrance music as well.
Beautiful.
He lost, but
I would have so hope he won.
it wasn't for the championship either, but so yeah.
So it's just like an exhibition match.
Yeah.
Damn, I really want him to get the
It was quite funny.
title.
And then he was doing like all John Cena's moves and everything.
Yeah. Well, he's his childhood hero.
Yeah, exactly. Even though he's older than him.
Yeah. That's good. Good to hear that TikTok gets you some sporting knowledge. For me, my eye catcher, is what looks like the Hulk, James Magnuson, looking juiced to the gills in his term that he used for the enhanced games. Have you seen the photo, Dan?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Bloke
He's
looks like a fucking brick
huge.
wall.
He's no longer the missile now. He's the nuclear bomb.
He looks like the Chinese swimmers that he used to swim against.
Yeah. We'll have the photo on screen for the YouTube watchers. But wow, he looks absolutely huge, and I don't know if he's going to float. I think he's just going to sink. I don't know how his speed could get any faster. You know,
Or maybe his lats will just carry him through the water.
I wonder if they're like, look.
I know there was talk that he wanted to wear the super suit that got banned because like, that helps you float. Like that was part of the thing that was so fucked about it.
I mean, it is the enhanced game.
Yeah,
So.
why not? I feel like they got him an extra small suit just to like really make the fucking lats pop even more.
Big. It's all publicity and fucking work.
And notice how the photo cut here. Go any further.
James, any eye catcher for you, mate?
Yeah, I've used my eye catchers to keep us updated on the wonderful, wacky, and sometimes sad life of Kanye.
Oh, yeah.
But I've got good news.
I think this is where
I've got good news. We're back. We're back. He's apologized for. He's not anti-Semitic anymore. He had a FaceTime with his kids, and he's all good now.
All is forgiven.
All is forgiven.
He made a couple good songs.
Yeah. So that was my eye catcher. Kanye's back.
I seen
Kanye
someone,
fans rejoice.
Yeah.
I seen someone make a meme on TikTok, and it was they changed the lyrics of that certain song to
Hallelujah.
praise Jesus.
Oh wow. Man. I reckon that's gonna drop on his next album.
Which version?
Yeah. Look, good to hear Kanye's back. We do not endorse anything he does, but
Ye's back.
yeah.
No.
Oh, he's actually Kanye now?
No, he's still Ye, but people have, the joke is that Ye's gone. We're back to Kanye now.
Which is good. Good to hear. Okay.
Love your stuff, Kanye.
Well, not all of it. But yeah. All right. Now, the best part of the podcast brought to us by you. It's the listener questions. All right, we got a couple, so let's get into it. First one is from Matty C. He asked, thoughts on Terrell May's appearance on the Matty Johns show? And I mean, we already brought it up. I did love the outfit. The bag got me. Look, did he need his man bag on while he was on live TV?
Bag. It's a satchel.
It's a satchel.
Indiana Jones best one.
Man, speaking of Hangover, I watched all three of the movies like on Saturday, was it? I don't know. I binged them all. Good movies, man.
I'm currently having a Harry Potter binge sesh.
Worth a
don't know why.
rewatch, to be fair. Any more thoughts on Terrell May's appearance? I didn't really watch it. I'm gonna.
Look,
I've seen videos and clips of it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. I actually turned off. I was like, don't really care that
Terrell
much.
May, he's gonna bid the Blues jersey. Why do I fucking care?
It's like he's a boy that grew up in the western suburbs of Sydney.
Look, on to the next. Matty C. Another question from him. He asked, is a one-match suspension for Ronaldo too light? Bloke legit tried to take someone's head off. Matty C.
What did Cristiano do this time?
Yeah, I didn't see it. For Al Nassr or whatever he plays with.
The last time I seen he was thanking the fans and waving to them because it was his last game
got
for
a
him.
Mr. Beast fucking episode recently. YouTube video, whatever it is. No, Ronaldo, he did hit him late. I didn't even think he hit his head. I knew it was a very late tackle.
Yeah, I can't remember the hit.
Yeah, I was too drunk. I'm surprised Matt seen it. He must have seen it on a...
I'll have to see a replay, Matt, to see if he hit his head, but I think the ref was blind. So, as for the suspension, there's been some crazy suspensions, and 1 week for that doesn't shock me. Mate, fucking... Are we talking about Ezra Mam again? Because 8 weeks for that is ridiculous. Okay, next question. Matt asks us, James, rate the Pokey Machine experience with me and Statsman Farlow on Saturday night. Statsman, you got anything to say about that? Yep, okay, sweet. James.
I can't remember.
Okay,
I know pokies are fucked. I'm pretty sure I lost and they may have won.
okay.
I
Didn't
can't
have any money left in your pants or wallet to say
No,
you
I
won?
didn't
No?
find any.
Okay, cool.
Unless I did.
No, I have no idea. I just weird that he asked how the poker machine
Yeah, but
experience
I
was.
can't even remember. I
Yeah.
forgot that we went into the pokies.
Checks his bank account.
So,
You guys talked about how you binged the Hangover movies. You're binging Harry Potter. I just binge drink.
Yeah. Look,
So Matt, he rates it a 10.
yeah, 10, 9 out of 11.
Double thumbs up. Dermo treatment.
Look, I did when I was at the Gregory Hills Hotel, the fine establishment. I said to James was just hiccuping for like a good hour, and I'm like, probably want to like have a tack bomb just to like feel better.
It was the start of a floodgates, though.
Yeah, and then he goes to the tack bomb, and then I'm like, look, I kind of want to leave before the game starts. It had been a full half. I'm like, I'm leaving, guys. If you want to come, I'll give you a lift. If not, I'm going. And they're like, no, we're staying. We're drinking. So
You're not drinking, mate.
that was the last I heard of James. I had like about, for legal reasons, 2 beers. But I paced myself throughout the night to be able to drive. Yeah, so I was drink driving
Fair enough.
responsibly.
I mean,
Yeah.
we got a big weekend this weekend, so
Yeah, true. Save yourself for that. James definitely did. He's gonna go even harder.
Statsman follow.
Yeah, he's
You got a big one
weekend,
coming.
mate. Okay, great experience at the poker machine.
Yeah, sorry, Matt.
um,
I mean, I remember every detail.
yeah.
Every moment I spend with you is a treasure.
Yeah, there was a couple roads
Treasure.
that led to Rome, I believe. Okay, next it is from Nodnab. He asks, if you could only drink one type of alcohol for the rest of your life, what are you choosing? James.
Oh, a hard choice.
Hmm.
Down to 2 straight off the top of the head: beer or bourbon. Obviously, I drink more beer, but then quite often I want to switch from beer at some time in the night.
Sure.
So if I picked bourbon, I could easily just drink that all day. So that's why I'll probably go bourbon.
Okay, I like that answer. Dan.
Oh, this is a really tough one for me. Like, it's I can't even pick one. Like, no, it's vodka.
Actually, I'm before I even finished saying it, I started thinking of vodka as well, simply because there's so many more mixes.
Yeah.
And like, to be fair, it's not like I drink a huge variety, but it would be tempting just for the mixes.
So there you go.
Nah, stick to bourbon. Stick to bourbon.
Stick it on bourbon. Look, I'm in the same boat as James where it's beer or vodka for me, but I have thought about this and I thought the mixes, I could have like so many different drinks. I could have a vodka OJ, what Dan likes. I could have a vodka apple juice, vodka solo, vodka Coke, a fucking fruit tingle, brother.
Vodka monster.
A vodka monster. Like, the list goes on. I can vodka fucking coffee if I really want. Well, you can do anything. So I think vodka's the go for me because beer, as much as I like a beer, and you could have so many different kinds of beer.
2 is extra dry.
Yeah.
2 is new. Carlton dry.
But after a while of beer, let's say you're on a bender, you've gone through a whole case to yourself,
And your guts this big.
guts.
Yeah, you
this
start to
big.
get bloated.
You've then got to back it up because you've got another day on the bender, and you're like, I don't think I can drink another fucking beer. But what can you do? You literally have to keep doing it. So that's why I'll go the vodka because you just keep fucking keep swapping. As for your bourbon, I mean, you could go other stuff with your bourbon,
Yeah,
but
just drink straight.
Yeah,
On the rocks.
on the rocks. Yeah, I think vodka's the go. Me and Dan, vodka man. Okay.
Then, would definitely have variety.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Vodka pineapple, vodka apple juice, vodka mango and passion fruit. What other juices can we go?
Vodka
one, right?
on the rocks.
Vodka on the rocks.
Vodka shots.
Shots.
Let's just get some vodka out here. Statman, just get onto that. Yep. Sweet. All right. Now the speak pipes. We have a couple, so let's get into them.
Hey boys,
Hey, Matt.
just want to ask a quick question here,
Listen.
and it's actually a serious one for a change.
Mhm.
Can I get your guys' opinion on Gus Gould. Now, do you believe the NRL should step in and make Gus choose between Channel 9 and also the Bulldogs GM manager? The bloke puts on his media hat because he works at Channel 9 and publicly fucking courts Lockie Galvin about being the best footballer he's ever seen, and if you have him, you're going to win comps. Gives him one of the all-time biggest glazings ever. Fucking gets him all agitated and shit. Then he kicks up fucking stink, gets out the Tigers, thanks to his manager, Isaac Moses. Leads on para to begin with, because everyone's like, he's going to para. And then Gus swoops in at the last fucking moment and signs the bloke. And then he does that as for the GM after he's done all that other bullshit as the media figurehead at Channel 9. I find it pretty fucking piss weak by the NRL that they keep letting this happen. Keen to hear your thoughts.
I got this one. So, Matt, if you rewind and go back like half an hour, you'll hear our thoughts.
Sounds a bit salty here. And you know when I said there was whispers about someone wanting Gus to be split between
it was all Matt.
It was all Matt. The whispers were coming from Matt. Do we think he should be? The NRL should step in. It was his question. James, you think the NRL should step in and stop him from?
It's a fucking awkward spot because, like, when he came out and said that stuff about Galvin, everyone went, "You're fucking being crazy," but
Yeah,
now
that
it all
is
fucking makes
crazy
sense.
wild.
But now it
Yeah.
all makes sense. He's
Yeah.
just fucking pumping him up, wanting him to, like, just letting him know that, hey, the general manager of the Bulldogs is extremely fucking interested in you. Yeah, look, it's worrying that he can do that, and all of a sudden, a player that had an extra year and a half still to go on his contract is now going straight to his club. So it's concerning. I don't know if the NRL stepping in is the right choice, but it smells.
It smells. Dan?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit, as you said, it's a bit of a grey area, a bit of a touchy subject. Like, should the NRL step in? Should PVL step in? Should Channel 9 step in?
I mean, like Ben
Like-
Eichen used to be the head
Yeah.
of 360.
He stepped down.
That's the thing. He
Yeah.
stepped down.
Yeah,
So
so
who
who knows what will happen?
I don't know.
But all I know is all roads lead to Rome.
It does lead to Rome, and maybe like the Romans, Gus will be led to fucking war. I don't know.
And you know what they say about when in Rome.
Yeah, when in Rome, you do as the Romans do. And you know the 300 Spartan went up against the Persians. They were from Rome. Yeah, I don't know where that's leading to, but it all leads back to.
Don't even know if that's factual, but
And then those Spartans came and fought the gorilla, and then they beat the gorilla, so now we don't have to have the 100-man Vesquilla anymore.
And then it goes back to Rome.
Yeah, all roads lead to Rome.
Look, Matt, I know you're salty that you're losing, Galvin. Your hopes are up. You thought there was a top 8 chance in the works, but it's tough. It's tough. I don't think Gus Gould's ever going to leave the media, to be fair.
It's tough out here for a pimp.
Okay, next one. It's from Fold the Club, Newtown supporter
No.
soon.
it says Newton, so I think maybe like
Newton supporter.
Isaac Newton?
Clint Newton.
Big Newton.
Hey, boys. This is mainly for Brandon. So, anyway, I just want to know,
Roasted Tigers.
how do you feel nowadays? Like, last week, I sent in a message saying that I might have to eat my words and Sharks are the real deals. You guys beat the fuck out of the Storm and win the game with 2 backline injuries. And then this week, you're full strength and you go up against a depleted Roosters side and you fucking suck again. It must be hard supporting an inconsistent team. Like, my team fucking sucks, but at least I know they suck every fucking week. Like,
64-0.
there's always so much hope. You, like, Brandon before the game posted the New South Wales Cup results and was like, fuck, this could be anything if that was the New South Wales Cup result. Fuck, it was fucking anything. Fucking Sharks got fucking humbled. Fucking, remember what you said, Brandon? Fold the club. Now, I just want your no bullshit, no fucking excuses, just your professional opinion on your team. Like,
Professional.
should you actually be worried?
Professional opinion, I'm not worried. We're still going to make the top 4. And the way this comp is going, anyone can win the comp. So on our day, I think we can still win the comp.
And anyone can win the comp except Penrith.
Except Penrith.
Because fuck Penrith.
They still have a chance of getting to the top 8. Am I worried? 4 tries off kicks. As I said, that start of the half, we fucking shot ourselves in the foot. Too many errors and long time in between breaks. So we've travelled everywhere. Lucas was trying to say they were the most travelled team, and I was like, that's fucking complete bullshit.
I did the research.
Yeah. Even if we're not the top travelled team, like, surely it's one of the fucking Vegas teams.
Yeah.
It's just the Warriors. It's
Yeah.
simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go home like once every 3
They
weeks.
literally spent a month out of home
Yeah.
recently. Like,
Yeah.
so technically they didn't travel as much because they
We
just
went
stayed in
We
Queensland.
went 6 weeks, which is
No,
pretty
but
rough.
they had magic
Yeah.
around Townsville, then back to.
Yeah. Look. Yeah. What else can I say? We played bad, and that happens. Every team, I think every grand final team have had a decent loss like this. So, like, you tell me Penrith didn't lose like this last year? I reckon they did. So, that's what I'm sticking to, and this is our first big loss. So, didn't lose by 50 either. Unlike the Tigers, who got pumped 64-0 by the team that we beat. So, fuck you. And that's the wrap up for the Speak Pipes. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Matt.
Seemed a bit personal.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay. Any cricket chat, James?
No real cricket chat this week, but I've got a segment that it's not mine. Soccer report.
Oh, beautiful.
Spurs and more importantly, our big sweaty man, Big Ange,
And
win the Europa League. Look, it's flooded my Instagram and TikTok,
Yep.
especially the coldest quote in sport. And I quote him, I'll correct myself. I don't usually win in my second year. I always win in my second year. And he's done it 17th in the fucking league standings, only just above relegation. But he's done it for the first time in something like 17 years. Spurs have a trophy. Will he still get sacked? Quite possibly, but
you'd like to
he
think they
still
give
did
him
it.
another chance.
Yeah. Well, they've been plagued with injuries. But
Yeah.
I did see a chant they were doing. It's like 17th, but still won the Europas or some shit. Who gives a fuck?
Look, I mean, AJ was like our mate was celebrating like
Celebrating like they've just won the Prem or something.
Him and his family went to the Star to watch it in the morning.
Yeah. So it means a lot to the fans, even though they may have finished 17. It would have been a long season.
You ask a lot of them, like, because they obviously focused on this, and I think maybe it was the FA Cup that they were still in for quite a while. They obviously seem to focus on that, especially with their injuries.
Yeah.
It makes it hard to play your strongest team every week. Look, and if they went the other way and came 8th and won nothing, he'd probably still fucking under pressure.
Yeah.
Instead, they come 17th, horrible, but they win a major European trophy.
Yeah. It hadn't been done in a long time.
I'd seen a video from the celebration. It's the whole team basically on the stage. Ange's just off to the side.
Sweating.
It's probably the captain's just grabbed the trophy, and one of the players is like, come on, get in. He's like, no, it's your boys' thing, thing. And he finally jumps in and then like celebrates, like he's just being humble and shit.
Yeah, great soccer report, James. Beautiful stuff as always.
Really missing the soccer report from Aiden.
Yeah. Wish he had something to tell us about his shit team, Swansea.
Oh, I thought you meant in his like club shit.
Oh, and yeah, his club shit team. Looking forward to that maybe next week.
Hopefully.
And yeah, that's all for the podcast, gentlemen. We do have a reaction video out on the YouTube channel, so go check that out. Up in the millions of views at the moment.
Yeah.
So, check it out. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow social medias. Buy the merch. As always. Catch you later.